Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for ReZero Season 3, Episode 8. And guys, if you haven't heard yet, I'm sorry to say that this is the finale for the first half. They're going to be doing, at least from what I've been told, this is the last one until February 5th, and then they're going to start the last 8. So my plan is to take a little bit of a break because I've been recording a lot of extra stuff, including like adding in The Boys and Arcane to my schedule and stuff because I wanted to watch those shows. It's felt like a little bit much, and since this is my airing show slot, I usually only replace it, like usually when these shows are ending, it's when the next season is starting, either the following week or very soon. But since this is ending early, I'm sure we still have like 3 or 4 weeks until the next season starts, maybe even longer than that, because sometimes with the holidays coming up, they take 1 week off and stuff like that. So, or I don't know if that's why, but sometimes it's like the shows end and then there's an extra week. So, either way, I'll be picking this up when I'm guessing, what would that be? Spring season starts? I'm guessing we're in winter season right now, right? Or is that when winter season starts? Either way, when the next season of anime starts after this one, that's when I will pick up a new show. Whether it's a sequel or a vote, I'll have to look into that, so keep an eye out on my poll in the coming weeks. In the next, like, 2-ish weeks, you should see a poll come up to vote for the next airing show, unless there's a sequel to something I've watched that I feel is a enjoyable enough show to me that I don't need to put it to a vote, and I can just choose and be like, yeah, we're watching that next. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that. Either way, let's last episode we had the whole big speech. We had a lot of decision making of who's gonna make the speech. That I mentioned in the discussion of last episode. It was a little slow for me, but it's fine. I really like the Amelia and Al stuff in the beginning, and then I really like the speech in the end. It brought me to tears, even though it wasn't necessarily sad. It just felt like a really good speech, really well voice acted, and it just hit me somewhere deep inside. So let's watch this episode and see what's next for the strike plan to take back this city. All right, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Sorry, Reinhardt showed up too. It did, but not anymore. Oh, wait, what? Otto? What do you got going on? Ah. Hmm. Liliana. Crazy obsessed with everything about you. Hello, Priscilla. Oh no! Mmm. Oh. She liked the speech? Hmm. Oh, okay. Yo. Hmm. Ah, damn. It's very interesting. I definitely want to talk more about the idea of like a time lag plan in the discussion. Nice. Okay. Oh, are we gonna see her? Oh, jeez. No. Man, losing our memories and now this. It's so sad. No. Ooh. What? Like, oh. He took a little bit of it from her? It's because he has a little bit of it already, I guess? Ugh. Subaru willing to... That's crazy. Willing to take more of it upon himself. Yeah. Damn, buddy. No. No. Oh. Oh. Yeah, he recognized one. Jeez. What? Damn. That's so sad. Mmm. Okay. Damn. Oh, man. Yeah, so she lost it before she had to fight the white whale. I thought it was something that when she died it would be passed down, but no. Okay. Her voice and her stupidity. What? With what, a child? Oh. Does she have a divine protection? Telepathy. Fan the flames. His face. Alright. Yep. Yep. So he knows of that one too. Ooh. Hmm. Yep. Like green. Hmm. Seeing like the hand maybe. As if you have anything that needs to be helped, Reinhardt. Ricardo and Julius. this. Okay. We've got our team ups. Oh shit. This is happening. Hmm. Interesting. Is it someone related to her? Ooh. All their faces. Damn. Jesus. This guy's just the worst. This guy has a problem. He needs everything to go his way and no one can talk back. So, well, look at you. You're the one, all you've mentioned about her is her appearance and liking it. That's why you're marrying her. And you don't want her to smile because of her appearance. You are literally contradicting yourself. Hmm. No red weddings. Damn, Amelia. There you go. Ooh. Here they are. Damn. Yes, we're gonna get ditched right at this moment, aren't we? No. Damn. Oh, I'm hyped for the next half. That is it, guys, for episode 8. Yeah, that was a good one. The last 3 episodes were kind of like planning and build up to this, but I think the last 8 episodes are gonna get crazy. Um, but we had a lot of interesting reveals this episode. So the book that Rom threw into the fire back in season 2 in the Sanctuary when she fought Roswaal wasn't completely burned. Otto was able to recover it and has brought it to someone for restoration, which is interesting. Um, the reasoning is he just doesn't trust Roswaal, and if he can get his hands, I mean, this is what he says, I'm skeptical of everything, so who knows if Otto has some shit going on. But yeah, with that restoration, the reasoning, he said, was that Roswell's not trustworthy. So he believes that the way Roswell's acting right now is completely sincere. He's not plotting, he's not planning, or anything. But what if he had something set up before he made his pact, right? Because he made a pact with Subaru where, like, basically you die, like, he dies if he does anything against them. Something along those lines, right? But if he had something set up before he made that pact, and it'd be like, well, how would he know to set that up? Well, he has a Tomb of Wisdom, which is supposedly telling him, like, what's gonna happen, right? So maybe he saw that that pact with Subaru was gonna happen at some point, and that's why he set up something in motion to go on while the pact is happening in order to try and get out of it and break it so he can go back to doing what he does. I don't know. Definitely a an interesting thing. Just Otto came in with just some straight info, and so what I talked in the previous episodes about the Tomb of Wisdom and how it should be destroyed, and I was like, well, either they know something that we don't, right, or they aren't aware that they were destroyed last year. So, and it ended up being they knew something that we didn't. They just knew that the book still existed because of what Otto did. Um, but yeah, that's certainly interesting. We had Subaru going and visiting Krush. Not as bad as I expected, to be honest. Like, yes, it's like veiny, pulsating flesh, but I expected like a really like, you know, people got turned into like dragons or bugs. I thought she was gonna be like a half fly or something like that, and it was gonna be like really brutal. But it wasn't as bad as I thought, at least for appearance wise, right? Obviously she's bedridden and still like not good at all, but yeah, Subaru being able to touch her and take some of that is pretty crazy. I wonder, like, if he doesn't die and none of this gets reset, he just has like a fucked up leg and now he has like a fucked up arm, and it seems like he has every intention of coming back and just doing it again, right? Like, and just taking the rest of it. I mean, I don't know. Subaru's crazy. Like, sure, I understand he always wants to help people, but this is different because it's like it's not that he's thinking that he could take this upon himself and then die and revert it, right? Because he wouldn't have to bother taking it upon himself, because if he dies that would revert it anyway, assuming the save point hasn't been updated, right? So I don't know. It's just very selfless of him to be willing to take this possibly permanent damage upon himself just to save someone that, not even someone that he's in love with, just another person he's familiar with, and he's willing to go this far. So that's pretty crazy. But yeah, I guess we'll see what happens there. I mean, maybe they do manage to find a cure. Maybe if you kill lust, all that stops and Subaru will go back to normal. I don't know. And Crucial too. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But we also found out that the swordswoman that was fighting alongside Eight Arm Kurgan, or however you say his name, is Teresia. It's corpse manipulation. Someone used like some forbidden magic to manipulate her corpse, and now she's just a walking zombie badass swordsman. And that's rough for that whole family. It makes sense why we got flashes of her in the opening and stuff like that. And now Wilhelm has to go once again settle things with his wife. I thought the white whale was him settling this and putting this to bed, but nope, she's still out there. Man. Alright. That's pretty rough. And like not telling Wilhelm it makes sense, because he would most definitely want to go, but the whole story about like what happened, she probably would have defeated the white whale. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but with her full divine protection and everything, it's possible she could have won. But right when she went to go fight the white whale, she lost the divine protection, and it was just herself at that point, which I'm sure was still very skilled, but I'm sure the divine protection does a lot for them as well. And it gets passed down, and I guess it's not passed down after the person dies. It can just be at any point. So Teresa, had a kid and then had a grandchild, and then just at the worst time, it was chosen to be passed down to Reinhardt and taken from her. So yeah, that's pretty sad. And I wonder if is the dad mad that his mom was killed, or is he mad that he isn't the one that got the divine protection passed down to him, right? Like, is it a greedy thing, or is it a griefy thing, right? Like, is he in grief because of his mother, or is he jealous that his son got it instead of him? I don't know. So, maybe with, like, a little more context of how it's passed down, I'm curious to go back to that episode where we met him and listen to the words he says to see if it sounds more like jealousy or more like just anger that his mom's dead, grief, like I said. So yeah. We got our team ups. We're gonna have Priscilla and Lillian going after Wrath. Lillian having the divine protection of telepathy, so that's why she's able to kind of affect the minds a little bit with her music. So that's really cool. I wonder if she can she only do like that kind of thing, or if she's aware of it, can she acquire more powers if she tries, It's kind of interesting. I'm looking forward to learning more about that, maybe, if we do, or it's just going to be the means at which she, clears the Wrath bullshit from people's minds. We have Wilhelm and Garf going after Lust, which is an interesting combo. And that's also rough because that means they have to, like, the 8-arm Karfin, or however you say it, Kargan, and Teresa are probably going to be the first they have to take down. So they have to take down those two, and then they have to take down Lust. So I'm really curious on how that team up goes. We have Subaru and Reinhardt going against Greed, which we obviously saw a little bit of that here at the end of the episode with the wedding going on, just more of the terribleness of Cornelius being like, by the way, once you're my wife, you're not allowed to smile, and that was just one of the things. It felt like he had more, but Amelia, like, talked back on that one, and man, that guy is just so... such an arrogant ass. Like, obviously I knew it, he's trying to force these people into being his wives. I knew he wasn't gonna be a likable person, but he literally can't handle anybody talking back to him, anyone saying anything to him. He just always has to be in control and be in command, and no one can say anything, talk back, have any kind of theories. Nothing you say will ever change his mind, and he's just a bitch, you know? So that was a great moment with Amelia talking back to him, and he's just like losing his shit. He's like, how dare you? You know? And he's like trying to act like he has the right to like treat people the way he does, like saying like, no, I'm not gonna marry you is this like big insult to him, and it's like taking away something from him, and like taking away his rights and stuff like that. It's like, no, you're literally grabbing these women and taking away their rights. He's very hypocritical. What was it that he said that was like, oh yeah, he said that what Amelia was saying like only had to do with appearance or something like that, when he is literally the one saying like, I was saving seat 79 for the right beautiful woman. You're beautiful. I don't want you to smile because sometimes girls that smile aren't as beautiful anymore. Everything about you has been about how your wives look, not about who they are or, you know, their personality. It's just all appearance to you, and you're gonna chastise someone else for having, like, commenting on appearance. It's like, oh man, I hate hypocrites so much. But yeah, them busting in at the end there just bodied him with that door too. He, like, obviously he's fine, but just, he's gonna be so damn pissed going forward. I can't wait to see that fight. I just want him to take an L because, like, I mean, really the only time we've seen him take an L is when Perona was just like, go home. And, like, jammed him into the ground and then just bamfed him home with whatever the hell magic she has. And that was really, like, the first L we've seen him take, and that wasn't really a loss. Like, he was just shoved in the ground, not caring. So I can't wait to see this man just get fucked up. I hope it happens. So, but yeah. Ricardo and Julius being the last matchup going against Gluttony. Once again, an interesting matchup. We know Julius is strong, but for a Synarch Bishop, and we haven't really got to see the entire skills of Ricardo yet. So, like, obviously we've seen him, like, riding the wolf, jumping up on the whale, and slashing around. He seems pretty strong, but these Synarch Bishops seem very, very strong. So some of these matchups, I'm, like, really curious how they're gonna go. But yeah, I think these next 8 episodes, when we get to them in February, are gonna be great. And, you know, we had a lot of talking and everything, a lot of build-up, but I think it's about to pop off. This one was a lot better than last... Well, I shouldn't say it. The speech was amazing last episode, but for, like, the talking portions, like, I felt like last episode wasn't super needed. I thought what we got this episode was what we were going to get last episode. It was like, okay, like, the episode before, they were like, let's do this, let's plan to take this down. And then they get together to plan, and they just talk about giving a speech for a whole episode. That's where I thought that this episode was going to fall. Like, last episode was going to be them talking about all these lineups, and then that was before I knew they were taking a break, and then I thought this episode they'd start executing the plan. But it didn't go that way. This one was a lot better, because a lot of the talking moments was either putting the teams together to where they go, or revealing things like Liliana's Divine Protection, Reinhardt's Divine Protection that he inherited, and then the Tomb of Wisdom from Otto. So it was like a lot of reveals and interesting stuff, rather than just like all the reasons why the main character should give the speech. But yeah, I really like this one. I'm looking forward to seeing all these battles and how it all unfolds. I think that's going to be it for me, though, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. We'll pick this back up in February. Links should be down in the description if you want to see more content from me. I have Patreon shows on there, which are shows that don't release to YouTube right away. I watch the entire show on my Patreon first. So if you want more shows from me, check out what's available on there. Link should also be popping up on the screen, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.